At the end of October, we hosted an incredible afternoon at IBM's London offices exploring the potential of Agentic AI. If you weren't able to join us, or if you want to revisit the key insights, you're in the right place. We brought together a series of presentations with 3 exceptional speakers who tackled AI adoption from completely different angles, and what emerged was a remarkably coherent picture of both the challenge and the opportunity that lies ahead. To get the ball rolling, Chris Bucket and I presented a review of the rapid evolution of the AI landscape, from machine learning through generative AI and onto the introduction of AI agents. During our session, we asked the audience for their views on where AI might be implemented in business. We found that the most likely business areas to be early adopters of AI were research, IT, and sales and marketing. And the business areas likely to benefit most from the introduction of AI agents were customer service, IT, and sales and marketing. Turning to the challenges and concerns that businesses have about adopting AI, the main concerns are around poor understanding or awareness of the technology, a lack of a clear strategy, and the security or governance related to introducing a new technology. And this set the scene nicely for our guest speakers. Our first guest speaker was David Royle, a management consultant and founder of Tanhill.AI. David opened our eyes to what he calls the great AI disconnect. Here's the paradox. 800 million people are using ChatGPT weekly, yet 95% of generative AI projects fail to deliver measurable value. Think about that for a minute. We're simultaneously experiencing mass adoption and mass failure. David identified 4 critical fault lines creating this disconnect. Number 1, technology versus business leadership. While technology enables transformation, it doesn't lead it. The introduction of AI isn't just another IT project, it's the most profound organizational shift of our lifetime. Number 2, convenience versus job security. Here we have the human element. Yes, AI makes many business functions faster, cheaper, and more standardized. But when managers talk about efficiencies, staff hear job cuts. Leaders need to embrace and share the what's in it for me. Number 3, adoption versus value. Just because you have a bunch of AI tools doesn't mean to say you're using them effectively. AI visibility does not equate to AI maturity. Success comes when you identify use cases that will add value to the business without being so complex that no one will use them. Once you've demonstrated value and impact, you can scale to more complex areas of the business. And number 4, hope versus risk. If your organization is optimistic about what AI can do for you, that's great. But as with any transformation, a degree of caution is advised. Your AI project needs direction, policy, and oversight, and the users need to receive training to use the systems appropriately. David also warned of the profound financial risk of inaction. An AI-enabled firm can see a 54% value increase, while a stagnant firm could lose 25% of its value in 3 years. To navigate this, leaders must define their protected core, preserving what differentiates the business while optimizing everything else with AI. His message was crystal clear. AI is 70% people, 20% process, and just 10% technology. It's the culture that drives the success. This brought us perfectly to Carolyn Shepherd, an AI workforce transformation consultant and founder of Emmeline.AI. Carolyn focused on why AI adoption depends on people, not just technology. The statistics she shared were eye-opening. 2/3 of companies fail to scale AI effectively, and it's not because of the tech. Cultural and behavioral barriers outweigh the technical ones. She identified what she calls the leadership bubble. Leaders experiment enthusiastically, while this does not translate into behavior change in frontline teams, which often hesitate or resist. This creates an AI readiness gap, where the reality is that few employees are trained for human-AI teamwork. But here's the interesting thing. Carolyn showed us that the solution requires a fusion of people and technology strategies, a coming together of minds, if you like. The head of people and the head of tech must lead the process together. She calls it empathy plus engineering. Her 3-step framework is beautifully simple. Step 1. Planning and purpose. Position AI as a co-pilot, not a competitor. Redesigning work to free people for creativity and ensure continuous training. Step 2. Safety and ethics. Make AI trustworthy by design, by protecting data security, stopping bias, ensuring explainability, and maintaining a human in the loop. Step 3. Teamwork and scaling. Scale AI through teams, not individuals, noting that collaborative workflows increase adoption by 30%. And once again, culture is the watchword. Introduction of AI systems will lead to changes in people's roles, with routine tasks being performed automatically. The goal is to shift the organization from automation anxiety to augmentation confidence. With supportive leadership and willing team members, employees shift towards higher value tasks and more fulfilling roles. We rounded off the day with Matt Newton from IBM showing us what's actually possible when you get this right. The transformation from chatbots to AI assistants to fully autonomous agents is happening right now. We're moving from chatbots that tell me how to do something to assistants that show me how to do it, and on to agents which actually do it for me. But what really struck me was IBM's client zero approach, using their own technology to transform their own business. The results speak for themselves. Ask HR now handles 10 million annual interactions with AI, improving their NPS score by 55 points. Their procurement system processes 85% of orders via touchless procurement. Ask IT resolved 80% of inquiries, cutting support tickets by 50%. This isn't theoretical. This is happening now, at scale, in a major enterprise. Matt also addressed something crucial: the balance between deterministic and agentic behavior. Enterprises must be able to influence the degree of autonomy. They can start by running predefined processes which are fully deterministic, and selectively enable autonomous behavior for tasks like exception handling, gradually turning on agentic behavior based on business policy, but with human-in-the-loop oversight for critical decisions. So what do we take away from all this? First, don't treat AI as a software update. It's a fundamental organizational transformation that requires leadership from both your people and technology functions. Second, address the trust gap head-on. Be honest about efficiency and job impacts. Focus on growth, doing more and more interesting work, not just cost-cutting. Third, start small and scale what works. DBS Bank didn't become the world's best bank with moonshot AI programs. They implemented more than 370 use cases methodically, generating 750 million Singapore dollars in value. Fourth, define your protected core. What differentiates your business? And let AI optimize everything else. And finally, remember that governance unlocks innovation. It's not about restricting AI, it's about creating guardrails that give people the freedom to experiment safely. If you're wondering where to begin, here's your roadmap. First, identify high-impact repetitive tasks that align with your business strategy. Second, choose one use case to pilot. Make it meaningful, but manageable. Third, upskill your team, but lean on experience to fast start. Fourth, partner with proven technology providers. Fifth, integrate with your systems and workflows. And sixth, monitor, learn, and scale gradually. Then you'll be in a position to repeat with the next use case. So, the reality is clear. By 2028, we're looking at over 1 billion new AI-enabled applications. 1/3 of interactions with generative AI will use autonomous agents. But here's what David, Carolyn, and Matt all agreed on. If we don't prepare our people, there will be no business left to transform. The technology is ready. The question is, are we? At DeeperThanBlue, we're committed to helping organizations navigate this transformation, not with hype, but with practical strategies that put people at the center of the technological change. And if you'd like to continue this conversation or explore how we can help your organization on its AI journey, get in touch.